Chief Sales Officer here at Econo, one of the four co-founders. Real proud to say that. Happy to be up in this beautiful sunshiny day in Chicago, and a hot one, I might add. Anyway, we are having wind down. Look at the email that was sent out. I don't know if lunch is going to be offered today, but samples of our products, a little overview of what we do and our phenomenal products, a little taste of the Arona Berry juice, and getting to see and touch and feel our products. So, hey, you got guests, this is a great time. Wine down means yes, wine will be served. If you don't want any wine in the middle of the day, that's quite all right. You can have juice or water. Without further ado, I'm going to get out of the way, bringing up our special guest, our own coach, our motivator, our VP of training, someone who speaks all over the world, guys, and we get to have him each and every Wednesday morning. So without further ado, Coach Dan, are you out there? Take it away.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great morning, family. I trust and pray that everyone is off to a great start of what could be an amazing day. As we once again come towards the end of of another month, I can't believe that we're flying. I mean, literally, we are flying through 2023, and it's absolutely, I believe, amazing. But here is some things that I'm learning, and I've learned, and I want, and I've shared, but I want to share just to give some insight. I was talking to several people about just different subject matters, and they kept using the term lifing. They're just lifing. And they're using it in the context of how life kind of throws you curveballs. Life kind of presents itself in a way whereby it happens. And it happens um, sometimes in the most inconvenient times. And and when life happens, the challenge when life happens and it's happening with or without your permission is that it has the potential to interfere with what you planned. Here's a question: have any of you ever planned some things, established some goals, went on a trajectory to go to a destination, and in the midst of it, there's been some unexpected things that happened in life that will cause you to lose sight of where you were going, or it will cause you to be delayed, such as where I am right now. I'm headed somewhere, and I come and everything was planned out properly for me to get to my destination on time. However, I just came up upon the train, and now I'm sitting at the train. It happens. But here is what I want to share with you. And that is, in order for us to fulfill our dreams, in order for us to become successful in our business, in order for us to reach our goals, there's this word that we must have, and that is we must have discipline. We must have discipline because one of the things that will hinder us from being able to become that which we are seeking to be in any aspect of our lives is the lack of discipline. And what we must understand about discipline is that discipline is not something that is achieved through your sheer desire. Discipline is not something that is achieved just because you want it to happen. Discipline is not something that you would operate in just because you will it to. What discipline takes is a lot of work. Discipline takes precise focus. Discipline takes a commitment to seeing the vision through. You got to see the vision through until it is fulfilled. And what I'm learning is that there's some principles that we have to embark upon if we're going to make it happen. There's some discipline that we got to have. So number one, we must be willing to make the sacrifice. Y'all write this down. You got to make the sacrifice. And there's some things in making the sacrifice that you have to understand. Number one, sometimes you got to sacrifice. Here it is. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your pleasures. Matter of fact, I always say you must be willing to sacrifice the pleasures and your play in order to pursue your purpose. What do you mean, pleasures and play? Well, let's look at some of our pleasures. For some of us that has a goal to get the fat belly down and live a flat belly lifestyle, we have to sacrifice. Here we go. Y'all ready? We have to sacrifice our favorite foods. Me, I love sweets. But what I'm learning and what I've known a long time ago is that sweets don't love me. It sticks to me. So I got to sacrifice that. Some of you may, whatever your vices are, you got to be willing to make the sacrifice. The second thing you must do is that you got to evaluate where are your soft spots, where are your weak spots. What is it? You know, all of us got weak spots. And you know, what are your temptations? What areas do you struggle in, and that no one else can do? So there's some things that you have that you struggle in, and no one else can do it. Like, for example, there's some things that I have to do administratively in my business. It drives me crazy. I don't like doing it, but it's literally things that I must do. It needs my attention. It needs my time. And in order for me to make that happen, I got to be able to assess that. Then I got to identify the source of my weakness. Because do you not know that some of us, we have weaknesses, and the weaknesses that we have is based on the fact that comes from our childhood. Some of us, we have childhood trauma. We've had experiences of failure in our lives. And all of those things creates what I call a weakness or a weak spot or a trigger that will cause us to shut down, a trigger that will cause us to become angry, a trigger that will cause us to want to give up. Those are things we must do. Now, how do you assess those weak spots? Number one, you got to identify what it is. Number two, you got to examine how it's impacting you, examine how it's affecting you. Number three, you got to work to improve in some of those areas. And number four, you got to erase it. So you got to identify, examine, improve, and erase. The third thing that I want to bring to you when it comes to establishing discipline is you must establish, here it is, you guys, the right routine. You got to get in it. I have a goal of 2 million steps by the end of the year, and I'm seeking to find out the routine. I know that I need to walk at least 14,323 steps a day based on where I am right now in order to exceed that goal. Well, I have to have the routine for it. Does that routine mean I'm gonna wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go for a 2-hour walk? That 2-hour walk typically is going to yield for me about 15,000. Or am I going to go for an hour walk outside and then jump on a treadmill for the other? So you just got to understand what your routine is. When are you going to make your calls? When do you do follow-up? When do you check your emails? When do you get what's your time where you shut down and detox your mind? You got to have a routine. You must have a routine. All right? And then this next piece is number 4. So number 1, you got to make the sacrifice. This is a way how to become more disciplined in your life. Number 2, you got to assess your weak spots and your areas of vulnerability. Number 3, you got to establish the right routine, because you have to understand, here it is, you guys, the secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. Let me say that again. The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. All right? And now, here's another one. And what you do today will determine how you live tomorrow. It's all about the routine. Now, the number 4 is we got to get rid of procrastination. I always say procrastination leads to death. Is one of the enemies of discipline. There will always be a reason to put you off to do what you need to do. There's going to always be something that you're going to say, well, I can get it done another day. There's going to always be, so you have to learn how to, here's what I want you to write, to do it now. You got to learn how to do it now. If you can do it now, do it. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it now. Don't wait till later on. Do it now. Touch it once. Do it now. And so, and the number 5 thing about discipline is understanding that everything is not going to go your way. When you institute a new way of thinking, it won't always go according to as you plan. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have some tremendous successes. And guess what? You guys, you're going to have some flat out failures. The key is to keep moving forward. When you have a setback, acknowledge it, acknowledge what caused it, and move on. It's easy to get wrapped up in guilt, anger, frustration, failure, but these emotions will not help to improve self-discipline. Instead, use your hiccups in your plan as learning experiences. Remember, Coach Dan always say that failure is not who you are. It's a life lesson that simply says, oops, that didn't work. Now, here's the deal. There are enemies to discipline. Distraction is an enemy to discipline. All kind of distractions is an enemy to discipline. Detours. You know, you on one trajectory and then you got to turn and go to another one. That is an enemy to discipline. Delays. When it's not happening as fast as you want, it's an enemy to discipline. But how do you overcome those enemies? Guess what? You must be disciplined. Stay the course. Stay focused on your goals. And I assure you that that level of discipline is going to improve your quality of life, is going to improve your quality of health, is going to improve your quality of wealth. Come on. And it's going to help you to achieve the ultimate goal of legacy, the ultimate goal of health, the ultimate goal of wealth, and the ultimate goal of freedom. Elevate your life. If you're going to elevate, you got to elevate with discipline. I hope this was helpful for you today. I want you to have a supernaturally wonderful, wonderful day today. And until next time, as always, prosper. Back to you, my Miss Phyllis.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. I hope you took notes, guys, and I hope you go out and do exactly what he said. Do it. Take action. Put it into motion, and you will see how easy it is to do what you're supposed to do on a daily, you know? And right now, I talked about that wind down. I know the teamwork is the dream work. Gerald West sent me the flyer. I knew that there was one out there, but we were diligently working in that dispensary yesterday. So thank you so much, Gerald West. But it's Wind Down Wednesday, guys, and you can register at Eventbrite. Akana is at the Akana headquarters. It's from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. And guess what? If you want lunch, you can go on and register for lunch and pay $20. If you just want to show up, don't want any lunch, but still be able to enjoy the foot massage and the relax and chill and hear about the wellness elixir, the wellness tips, make sure you come on out today. So if you don't want lunch, register anyway, so we know you are coming. And we will look forward to seeing you today at the Wind Down. And this is going to be Wind Down Wednesday. So look forward to doing it. It's a little short, hour and a half event. You can bring your friends out. Some people can't get out in the evening. Some people have Bible class. Some people are available during the day. Lots of teachers are not working during this summer break. So, hey, there are many, many people. We had a wonderful event last Wednesday at the kickoff. So make sure you come on down, go on Eventbrite. Whether you want lunch or don't, you still need to register, and we'll see you there at noon. And Crystal is asking, is there a workshop tonight? Absolutely. There is another, our scan Wednesday night regular scan event. We will be there scanning 6 through 7 and then doing a presentation afterwards. So we are in motion, guys. Get in motion with us. Take this across the world. As you're hearing what we're doing in Chicago, guys, these things are so duplicatable. Like I always say, I have to tell you until that little bell goes off. When I first met Melissa and joined that company, I had no leadership in my town. I had no team when I first started, but I started out of my home, grew into other events, meet new people. They started doing it out of their home. Then Kenny Lewis joined the team, opened up his restaurant. So, hey, if you're not out there promoting, you don't know what and who is out there waiting to join you in your business. With that being said, guys, I will see you. Let me see. I just got a text. Okay, that's from Jill. Hey, guys, I'll see you back here tomorrow. But in between time, go out and push. Bye now. My baby is pushing too. Stop just looking.